Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the major economic reports that are being presented the next week. The second thing, I'm going to talk about the reverse repo market and something weird has happened in this market. We'll talk about it. The third thing, I'm going to talk about the debt ceiling, and this week is very crucial for all financial markets. Why is it? The fourth thing, I'm going to showcase some stock charts, and I'll also provide you with my top 3 stocks that I'll be looking into during the coming week. So let's dive into it. Before we dive into the economic reports, I want to clear one thing, and this is not financial advice, but I am completely bearish during this bullish market, and I believe that this market is driven by Federal Reserve and it is supported by stimulus checks. Everyone's having their own argument, so always study the market and never concentrate your portfolio into a single sector. First, we are going to focus on the major economic reports. On Monday, the major economic report is the manufacturing index. Now, this is being reported at 10 a.m. So, this is half an hour after the market reopens. So, whenever there is an economic report which is opening after the market hours, so just look at the sentiment and then trade after it. Now, the next important report is coming on Wednesday, which is the ISM Services Index, and it tells us about the service sector and how much service is being done during the forecasted period. Now, the next one is the initial jobless claims, and the market is very dependent on this jobless claims, and the market may waver and the sentiment may change because of this jobless claims. And on Friday, the unemployment rate is being reported, and this is also very important. I'm not going in depth into every economic report, but I'm just showcasing you what are the important reports that are being presented next week. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the anticipated earning results for the week of August 2nd. The main players reporting their earnings are Alibaba, Skills, BP, Occidental Petroleum, General Motors, Roku, Uber, Etsy, Kraft Heinz, Moderna, Square, Virgin Galactic, which recently had a good test flight, Fiverr, and DraftKings. So these are the main players whose earnings can control the market. So just focus on their earnings call and then trade carefully. Now the next thing we are going to talk about is the reverse repo market. On 30th July, the reverse repo market hit a record high where the banking sector have parked nearly $1.03 trillion in the Federal Reserve, and they are parking huge amounts of their assets in the Federal Reserve because they are predicting a market crash and they want to be safe during such period. Based on the amount of money that is pumped into the Federal Reserve, we need to understand one thing, that these financial institutions do not see any sector as a viable investment in terms of stocks, real estate, and cryptocurrency because all three are at an all time high and all these sectors are in a bubble. This doesn't mean that the metals like gold and silver will flourish. So they are parking it at a safer place where the Federal Reserve will pay them a certain amount of interest on the money they have parked. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the federal debt. This aspect is very crucial during this week because on July 31st, the US government is facing a debt ceiling wherein the US government has reached a maximum limit where it can borrow money by issuing bonds. This was the same situation in 2011 wherein the Democrats and the Republicans had to discuss with each other and raise the debt ceiling. But during this discussion, the market crashed to negative 20%. Will this be a same situation? We have no idea. Also look at the chart wherein the US government debt during the quarter 1 of 2020 was at $23 trillion dollars, and within the past 1 year the debt has increased to $28 trillion dollars. So within the past 1 year they have borrowed around $5 trillion dollars, and even then the US government is running out of cash. I spoke about this aspect in my previous video. I'll leave down a link below. Now the next thing, I'm going to showcase few charts. First we'll be looking into the S&P 500 chart. The S&P 500 chart has maintained this trend line. So that's a 9-month long channel. So it has maintained this trend and it has only passed this trend thrice. Once here, the other is here, and the other one here. By going into the intraday chart, we'll again get a clear idea wherein the S&P 500 has moved along this wavelength and it maintained its trend above the 200-day moving average. So this pattern is clear, but the recent all-time highs at 4,391, 4,420, and the recent high of 4,429, they have been just wavering around and they are not moving in an upward direction. Because of this wavering in the S&P 500, there is a clear potential that the S&P 500 could come down to the 4289 level. The first stock that I'll be looking into the next week is Tesla. Tesla has maintained its channel, but right now it is breaking through this channel, and the next resistance is at $716 with a clear support at $667. The volume is also pretty good, with its earnings reporting 53.98% higher than estimated. This path, if it wavers around 716, it is a good one. I'll be watching it. But if it breaks this $716, then it is a clear bagger and it can go up to $790 or $756, which are the previous highs. So I think next week could be a crucial one for Tesla, and the stock price is also above the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. So this is a bullish trend for Tesla. The next stock I'll be looking into is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. It is a semiconductor company, and because of the supply chain disruption and the demand for semiconductors, this stock price has been increasing rapidly. So I'll be looking into it. Also, it has wavered around this channel all this while and it has maintained this trend line. Also, this company has exceeded its earnings expectation report by 16.34%, and it reached an all-time high of $106.97. So this is on my watch list for the next week. The last stock I'm keen about is Amazon. Recently, even this company's earnings were higher than expected and it was 23.61% higher. But the company's revenue expectation was just 2 billion lesser than what it has reported. Because of this, the stock fell 7% on a single day. This 7% was a good correction, and if you look at this chart on an hourly basis, the path of the stock that I predict is around 3291 and a rapid increase by breaking these smaller channels, and it is going above $3,500. Which stocks are you having on your watch list? Do comment, and if you like this video, hit the thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel.